So here's a bit of a confession from me. I've never played an XCOM game, and I'm someone who actually legitimately likes strategy games. So guess who's you the short straw? But that's the weird thing that, yes, I'm someone who hasn't played an XCOM game before, but I really freaking love XCOM Enemy Unknown. It's legitimately a Game of the Year contender. It's just that good. So plot-wise, there really isn't much to the game. Aliens are invading, and it's up to you to stop them. But when you're not fighting off the enemies in crazy, tense strategy battles, you're mixing it up with crazy, tense space management. You're balancing your resources, you're ensuring you've got the latest tech, you're kind of developing your soldiers, and also making sure soldiers from people from XCOM don't really pull out. It's weird, but it's actually legitimately pretty cool. But where the game comes into its own is that it's a great game about kind of player-created narrative. It's a great game where you can kind of customize your units to a little bit of a degree, but it's enough where you kind of feel a lot of attachment to them, which is more so you could say for most games. So it's when they die, it's like the absolute worst thing in the world. It's also one of those games where if you have a bunch of people to play with, it's good to kind of get together every so often and just kind of talk about how you're playing the game. Like, you know, talk about your crazy kind of narrative you've created, talk about just the stuff you're doing in the game. It's just because it changes enough that you can kind of develop your own really weird kind of crazy narrative. But where the game's biggest problem though is that it's hard as hell. Right from the get-go, it can completely kick your ass. And it doesn't help that the enemies you fight are some of the most dickishly evil enemies you will ever face in a video game. Mainly though, my suggestion is to kind of approach it like a Dark Souls, where you have to be kind of a little bit patient, you kind of have to know what you're getting yourself into, but also kind of knowing just what the enemies are going to be like. Of course, there's an element of randomness to it, but that's all part of the fun. But that's the thing though, you kind of have to know going in, it is going to kick your ass right from the get-go. Once you know that, the game becomes legitimately really awesome. And so guys, my recommendation for you is to really go ahead and give XCOM Enemy Unknown just that great college try. It's legitimately worth buying. I mean, it runs really well, the actual controls it plays beautifully, and it's a great game if you want to kind of create your own little stories. It does a good job in that regard. So guys, seriously, what are you doing still watching this? Go play XCOM Enemy Unknown. It's legitimately really awesome.